After weeks of stalled negotiations over another stimulus package, progress can now be seen toward another deal. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi (DCA) and Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin are finally negotiating again. While a deal hasn't been reached, there are at least 5 positive signs that a deal could be reached this week. The first positive sign a deal is near is the new HEROES Act introduced by House Democrats. The $2.2 trillion proposal represents a more targeted bill compared to the original $3.4 trillion HEROES Act passed by the House in May. The $2.2 trillion bill comes in at the same cost as Speaker Pelosi's prior offer during negotiations with Mnuchin and White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows. While the figure is still much higher than what Republican negotiators have so far agreed to accept, it's a positive sign. To begin with, the bill includes new aid for the airline industry and more money for the Paycheck Protection Program. Both of these provisions should receive bipartisan support. In addition, the bill proposes $436 billion in relief for state and local governments, down from $915 billion proposed in the original bill. This issue has been a major roadblock to getting a deal done. This represents the first time Pelosi has been willing to compromise on this aspect of the bill. There is still work to be done. For example, while $436 billion for 1 year of aid is a significant compromise, it's still far greater than what experts believe state and local governments need over the next year. Most put the figure at $500 billion for the next 2 years. In addition, the proposal sticks with the $600 in extra weekly unemployment benefits, even though this would result in paying many people more than they made while working. As a new starting point, however, the bill marks a significant step toward a bipartisan deal. You can find a 1-page summary of the deal released by House Democrats here. After negotiations broke down in early August, the parties engaged in virtually no discussion toward a resolution. With the $2.2 trillion House bill, however, Pelosi and Mnuchin have resumed talks. Just getting the parties in the same room, or on a phone call, is a major step forward. While both sides say they want a deal, until this week, they didn't always act like they wanted a deal. That changed on Monday. Pelosi and Mnuchin spoke Monday evening according to Drew Hammill, Pelosi's spokesman. Keep in mind that Pelosi and Mnuchin have already negotiated 4 relief bills earlier this year totaling nearly $3 trillion. They followed up that conversation with a 50-minute telephone call earlier today. They are scheduled to speak again tomorrow when Mnuchin is expected to offer a detailed response to the new $2.2 trillion proposal. Pelosi, Mnuchin and even Meadows sound downright optimistic, a rare commodity in Washington. Pelosi told reporters at the Capitol that a stimulus deal could be reached this week.